Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It is the 4th day. It is the 4th day of our quarantine. I just worked out, and it was not fun. I have to drink like 4 of these, and my uncle, who's like one of my favorite people in the world, suggested. Yeah, that is so loud. He said, so rude, so rude. My uncle suggested that I drink like this stuff called Amazing Greens, and he's no longer my favorite person in the world. Ah! What do children do during Corona?
We're making a band if you don't be quiet.
Oh my God, so rude.
If you say a noise, we're going to turn on Super Space War.
Okay.
And you won't like it.
Wow.
Go.
That's the love I get. Oh, do I blow on it? Let me see.
Wait,
I don't know what happened.
Give that to me.
Oh my God, okay.
Give that to me.
We're doing this, it's a thing.
I need that to me.
So my last hamster died, and then we got a new hamster, and this one's kind of a little bitch, but you know what? We're trying to get along. I'm giving it some space. It's in there somewhere. Oh my God, Ollie, seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Charlie, look alive! Look alive! Would you guys follow me in here? Oh my God! Get out! Get out! Okay, time to wash up. And you see this hair? It's called a sank, and this is called soap, and this is why you bitches have Corona. Seriously, what the fuck? I'm just trying to take a shower. Terrorist! Terrorist! That's what the children are. Out of the shower, and it's time to moisturize. Yeah, I don't trust people who don't moisturize. Now, I use Nivea sometimes, or it's not in here because my husband's using it. He got a tattoo, but I used to use straight shea butter. Straight shea butter. Now, I don't trust anybody who doesn't moisturize after a shower because it means you got dry skin and you got a dry-ass personality. I'm just fucking with you, but seriously, moisturize, take care of your skin. In fact, I need a new one just for you people. Hold on. AMS. Dab. I know people say not to use like witch hazel as toner, but fuck them bitches, okay? I'm gonna leave my hair as is. I mean, like, it's, you know, it's whatever it is. I'm not trying to do anything with it because who I'm trying to impress. Where am I going? I'm not going anywhere. So bitch is just gonna stay kept. She's gonna stay with her ends snug tight in the buns. You know what I'm saying? Keep it chill, keep it real. It picks up all the sound.
Even this front camera is really good quality.
It is. I like her. Okay, I actually decided to change my shirt because I just wasn't feeling the yellow, and it feels cuter in this cream color. Plus, it matches my lips. Anyways, case in point, don't dress to impress anyone but yourself. So, ooh, it's dark. It's dark. So I generally don't eat until what, 12:30? And when I do, I made some pizza last night with almond flour, by the way, and it turned out pretty fucking delicious. So when it comes to 12:30, that's what we're gonna eat. It's an hour till lunchtime. Ooh, that's so greasy. Ooh, look at me showing myself. He's about to do a reading. Oh my God, look at my bookshelves. They are such a fucking mess. Wow. We need to organize some stuff. You're not playing? Are you sad because yours isn't spinning the same way? No. You just gotta keep trying. Reese tried to help you, but it's not working. You just have to keep trying your best. Keep trying and eventually you'll get it.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sad because this penny won't spin.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Reese can do it. It's hard when you can't do stuff that someone else can, huh? Makes you a bit envious, huh? Makes you want to self-sabotage that other person, huh?
You can always self-sabotage yourself.
Ooh.
Otherwise, it's just sabotage.
Okay, thanks. Jeez. Ruining my video. So I'm waiting to film a video while my family eats. Get out! So I figured I'd talk about some of the books that I was reading lately. I told you guys I filmed a video of book reviews that I haven't put up yet. But in one of them I talked about Year One by Nora Roberts, which I read late last year, and I actually started listening to book 2 this year, and it's about literally a plague taking over the whole earth and like 500 million people dying. And I remember back then, it was like November or December where I was listening to it. My mother-in-law sent it to me and I was like, ooh, I got hooked. And then I started feeling kind of like, ooh, this is too realistic, except for the fact that like the people who don't die from the plague, like half the population dies, and the people who don't, some of them have like magical powers that are just awakening, like they turn into elves, fairies, some people grow wings, some people become shapeshifters, some people are just like their witch powers are born, all that kind of shit. And other people who aren't affected and die or just stay human, but like most people die. And I was like, besides the fact that people turn into fairies, this is a little too realistic. Like the whole plague, it started with one guy on a plane from Scotland. He got sick, he gave it to his wife, he gave it to everybody on the plane, he gave it to everybody he came in contact with, and like people were just dying like fast. And I was like, ooh, I don't know about all this. And then Miss Corona came and I was like, oh, Nora Roberts must be quaking. She must be like, I done did something. I done summoned the future. But like my review and the other video, which I will post sooner or later, I said I really liked it. I just didn't like some of the like dark themes that were in the book, just in general, because I'm not super into like really dark, almost borderline horror stuff. Plus it reminds me of like The Walking Dead, but without zombies. It's like people are their worst enemies, people and people's fear, and it's like it's so realistic in some aspects that I'm just like, I'm uncomfortable. And then there was like, the first book has the feeling of, I don't know how to explain it. I like it. I'm just not used to it, I think. It feels very cinematic, like you're reading what you would be watching it in a TV show series. And it's kind of off-putting in some aspects because it feels like there's 2 books in one. There's lots of perspectives going on. And then in other ways, it's refreshing. So I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I gave it like a 4 or 5 stars maybe. I don't know. I liked it. Go read it. I mean, you might as well. I mean, the only thing is like day 1 of quarantine. I'm waiting for my fucking wings to come in because I'm a drug. I was going to start book 2 just because I kept thinking about it. I kept leaning into it. So I started listening to book 2. I've been listening to them, and Julia Whalen, I don't like her books that she writes for the most part. Like my Oxford year, I just could not get into it. It was a little too basic Becky for me, and I was like, girl, no, like you and your whole life is just not, that's just not what I'm living for. But I love when she narrates books. The bitch can narrate. So I started listening to book 2, which is Of Blood and Bone. This book, funny enough, a lot of people were calling it like a YA, and Nora Roberts doesn't really do YA like that. It's very much adult. It has adult themes. It is about a teen girl at this point. She's like 13 to 14 or something like that. It starts when she's 12, and the book goes until she's like 15 at this point. But it like really does travel around to other adult perspectives from the first book. So it's not really a YA novel. It's definitely not set up like a YA novel. It definitely feels like an adult novel, just it centers around a teen for a good portion of it. But I'm enjoying that one too. It's a ride. I think I do prefer listening to it than I do reading it. I don't know if I would enjoy reading the book. So some things I'm learning are best listened to, and some things are best read. I'm also reading Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. The bitch done snapped. Like, this book, it slaps, y'all. Like, I'm in love with it. I was like in 4% of the book, and I was like, is this fantasy? Is this real? I can't tell, but I'm here and I'm for it. So I'm probably going to do like a review on Spinning Silver for sure. Because that verse is Uprooted. I am not even 50% through this book, and I already die hard for all the characters. I am die hard for the story. I'm like, ooh. And so, yeah, I can't wait to talk about that one when I finish it eventually. I'm probably going to finish listening to book 2 of the Nora Roberts book, and I might just finish book 3. Might as well finish a series while I'm in quarantine. Low-key, my whole life is a quarantine because nothing has changed for me besides the fact that I can't get rid of these people. They're almost done eating, so I'm gonna go ahead and film my video, which is going to be the first 3 chapters of Smash It. I'm gonna read them out loud, because, you know, we all in quarantine, we all need some entertainment. Gonna go read now. Bye! So I just read all 3 chapters of Smash It, and I did it and the mic wasn't turned on, and oh my god, and I made my family be quiet, and my husband's literally reading like Harry Potter to the children, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do, so we'll see. TTYL, bye-bye. My husband's actually on the phone right now with the clinic, seeing if there's any update on his test, because he was supposed to find out in 3 to 4 days, and it has literally been 5 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It is the 4th day. It is the 4th day of our quarantine. And yeah, so we haven't heard back anything at all, and it's the middle of the day, so wow. Yay, America. Oh, look at Smash It there in the background. I'm over here talking about my husband's like mortality rate, and I still can't stop at promo. Go get your copy, girl. I have finally finished filming. Oh, my voice is dead now. This is what I sound like after a long read. Do you like that raspy voice? Yeah, I'm probably gonna do some laundry. Actually, I'm gonna edit some stuff. And then I'm gonna do some laundry, and we'll talk about something I've been thinking about, either dreams or gender constructs, because a bitch was in her meditative thought mode this morning, and I have thoughts. Ooh, some writing projects, not allowed to say it, y'all see. Oh my god, you guys are so loud while I'm trying to do my vlog thing.
I don't care.
So rude. So rude. Then spell your letters yourself. Reese is writing a letter to his teacher. Ew, what? Can you get your greasy pepperoni stained napkin out of the shot? Jesus. Reese is writing a letter to his teacher. As per fun. Can you write? Can you write?
Yes. Write it. Write.
You're writing.
I'm gonna put
Are you writing? Who are you writing a letter to, Ollie?
Feet.
To who?
One place.
To one place?
Pokemon. One.
Well.
Pichu. Pikachu.
That's interesting.
Pichu. Purr.
Father is looking at toilets.
Shower head on a toilet.
That is
That's
so
a
interesting.
makeshift
Wait, can I
bidet.
see it? Can I see the toilet?
You get to select from pulse or mist.
Can I see the toilet?
I mean, if it worked, ew, that's disgusting.
Can I see the toilet?
I made pizza and it looks gross now, but this is, oh, it just looks gross. Never mind. She a food blogger. Yeah, you can eat it. You can eat it. Go ahead and eat it. The whole thing though, for real. Hey guys, so I just finished doing my editing and putting into the compression my video that's like an hour long of me reading the first 3 chapters of Smash It, which in total this has probably taken me like 6 fucking hours to do, so I'm a little fucking fried. But I know that I've been like promising you guys like videos that are on more depth topics and shit like that, so I figured 2 birds, 1 stone. I didn't get any more reading done, so I would actually prefer to talk about something I was talking about this morning just on a whim because I thought of it, and it's gender constructs. Now, the thing that always gets me, and this kind of cropped up because my youngest, he was in speech therapy for a little bit. We thought that he wasn't on par with talking because my oldest talks so fucking much. But he's just really stubborn, and he doesn't like to talk if you don't have to. Like, he doesn't like have to do anything that he doesn't have to. Like, if he can get you to understand something by pointing at it, he's just like, bitch. Why do I have to do more than that? So we've kind of got him out of that a little bit, but for the most part, you know, he just decided one day that he wanted to start talking, and now he doesn't stop either. But one day while the speech therapist was here, I mentioned something about my oldest being in school and how one of the irritating things was in school, they seem to be real backwards. Like, I was hoping that we'd be a little bit more progressive as it is 2020, but they were kind of like teaching the kids, I wouldn't say teaching them, but just the general culture was very heavy when it came to gender constructs of blue is for boys and pink is for girls, or this is girl stuff and this is boy stuff. And my son had never, like, he's really into traditional boy stuff, pretty hardcore, but he never had really said things like that. It was just like pink was a color, whatever. His favorite color might be green or blue or red the next day. Didn't really matter. He'd wear purple. Like, it didn't matter at all. He didn't think in that way. But now he came home thinking that way. So I was talking to her about it, and I said how I don't believe in gender constructs. They're just roles, you know, like there's nothing inherently different between genders. There are differences in sex genetically, and in some cases more than that, but no more than any two people who were born with different genetics in general. And she was like, I don't agree. And I was like, bitch, get out my house. But I wanted to talk about it because it's something that kind of bothers me, is the idea that masculine and feminine energy are external to us or inherent to us. And one of my biggest ideas or thought processes on it, which it's not like it's my idea, it's just my personal opinion after consuming a lot of things and just thought, is that masculine and feminine energy are really internal things. You have to have both. Feminine energy, most people get that confused. They think it's like softness and all this other kind of stuff. It's nurturing. And for sure, it's very much like nature, which nature can be nurturing, and that bitch can also be destructive as fuck. I mean, hey, this Corona. But I akin feminine energy to like the moon. Many people do. And when you think of the nighttime of the moon, think about going to the beach at night. It is pure fucking dark. You could walk out onto a dock, not know where that dock ends, and fall into the deep plummets of the black fucking ocean. And that is feminine energy. It has depths, it is a shadow, it is destructive, it's also serene, it's also all of these different things. Whereas masculine energy is more like the sun. This is, you know, going back to like some folklore and mythical things. But it's more like the sun, where it's far more in the present moment. It's far more about the work. It's about, I would say, the material world and getting things done. It's about seeing growth, and it's about, you know, harvesting and doing things to prosper in this moment, in this life. And when you put those two things together, you get something along the lines of spiritual energy and material energy. And that's real rough. That's not like the deep, dark nuances of it. That's just a real rough thing. So don't come for me in the comments if you be witchy and stuff like that. Like, this is just me being kind of, you know, I'm pulling laundry. I ain't trying to be that deep. But my whole point is that you have to have both. Like, there is no person on this earth who should only have masculine or feminine energy. It's not inherent to being a woman or a male. My like true thoughts on things are that the only reason why everybody doesn't have both genitalia to be able to create their own beings, right? Like, it goes far, far, far back when people could and actually did practice telepathy. And I know y'all are probably rolling your eyes like, this bitch is crazy. But no, we still practice telepathy. Like, have you ever walked into a room and you were able to read the room? That is you reading energy. And that's what telepathy is. It's not being able to read what someone's thoughts are, because people think in different languages, people think in different forms, and people think in different value systems. And telepathy has nothing to do with value systems. It has everything to do with energy and being able to read that energy. But my point is that when people used to practice that, what is the point of creating things or interacting with other people if you can already, one, understand them, then you don't even have a reason to talk to them. And two, if you can create your own life and create your own thought forms, why would you ever have to interact with another life form? You wouldn't. There's no reason to it besides curiosity, and most of us don't have enough curiosity if we can already telepathically understand everything that's going on there, like energy-wise. Like, boom, done. Okay, I'm not curious anymore, I already understand it. But when you take away those two factors, curiosity and the ability to create life form by yourself, then you have to have interaction. I truly believe the only difference between male and female are really two pieces to create the puzzle of another life. Not two pieces to be making each other whole. You are already whole, bitch. You are already whole. You don't need no masculine energy. You don't need no more feminine energy. You don't need any of that. If you're looking for it, it's because you lack it on the inside. You are not in sync with yourself. You should be able to flow in and out of these things. Now, with that being said, I do understand that in society, we have a lot of gender constructs and roles that are centered around what masculine energy is or what feminine energy is. And so then we like try to attach those to people. And that's where we kind of get all fucked up, man. I'm like, can we move past this? Can we just realize that you are just a meat sack? And whether you got something hanging from it or a deep hole within you, ooh, that sounds fucked up. But for real, can we just acknowledge that that's just meat sack? There is nothing inherently anything about the meat sack. It's, you know, what resides inside it, or your essence, that fills it up. And your essence is what you bring to it. And your essence doesn't have to have anything to do with what you look like or what your genetic makeup is like. But when you live in society, you know, that's when it all kind of gets a little fucked up. Anyways, that's just what I was chewing on this morning. I mean, that's just the beginning of some thoughts. And I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. I mean, if you disagree with me, it's okay. I might look at you kind of sideways because I always think I'm right. Just kidding. No, I'm interested to know what other people think, especially people who defy social constructs when it comes to gender identity, whether you identify as him, her, or non-binary, they. I'm interested to know what your philosophical thoughts are on it, because I think, honestly, Miss Corona might be changing the whole world for us as we know it, whether, you know, we comfortable with it or not. And we might as well come out of it better people and be having these deep-ass conversations while we're all sitting in quarantine and fix ourselves. Because, you know, child, honey, I was tired of the past. I can't with ignorance. I can't with people who are stuck in boxes. Like, take your box and get on. And I don't know, I'm just interested in those kind of conversations right now. Yeah, I think I'll talk about dreams next time, tomorrow, because that's another thing I promised to talk about. And yeah, so I'm gonna finish up the laundry, do some dishes because I made a mess in the kitchen after everything was clean, and get ready for bed, because you know what, my bedtime is at 12. I try to get 8 hours of sleep. I know some of y'all can't be doing that because you'd be having them hard lives, but you know what, I'm gonna take advantage of my easiness right now, get myself in a good, you know, position. And anyways, you know, I'm gonna sign out now and talk to y'all later. So TTYL, and see you tomorrow. Bye.